Oh, we are here. Welcome. We're missing an atom. We're down by an atom. Does that mean
He's always with us.
he is?
Technically, we're quantum entangled, so
Yeah.
here.
So, for those who were wondering, it is possible to have just one of the atoms in a room.
Well, but it's kind of like Schrodinger's atom. You don't know if he's here until you look for him.
Observing one of the atoms changes the whole.
Right. And the question is he a wave or an atom right now?
We don't know.
Can an atom be a wave and a smile?
I think quantum entangled is Adam and I's lewd sex story.
Oh my god!
I thought we were trying to keep it clean tonight.
This is okay. Wow.
Now you're writing our family.
That is.
Oh my gosh! So welcome everybody. So we have also it seems an imposter tonight because we're missing Dapper Dr. B.
Oh yeah.
Casual Dr. B?
I actually wanted to... Okay, so this is a shameless plug, hashtag not a sponsor. This is a shirt made by Cantrip Clothing. I picked this up at PAX West this year, and they are not publicly available yet, but I think they will be next month. I had to wear this on the stream at least once to show my D&D flex before this became public.
Nice. It's similar to mine. I got this one on Redbubble.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. You gotta flex. And what's cool about this is Cantrip Clothing, you can't see the label, but if you flip it over, it says roll for initiative.
Well, that's
nice. Cool. That's cool.
That's cool.
It's a great shirt. I love it. It's very comfortable. Yeah. Oh, Michaela.
Oh, there you go, Adam. Adam is... I'm wearing the sweatshirt from my grad school, so not as cool.
Woo! Jack has an unstable unicorn on his shirt.
Yes.
Which, have any of you guys played Unstable Unicorns?
I own it.
That one is such a great game.
So adorable. Roll for bow tie. Okay, you know what? All right, let's see. Roll for bow tie. I rolled, unfortunately, a critical failure on bow tie.
Yeah. Wow.
I rolled 1 for the bow tie.
Thank you, Wandering Shrink.
You rolled a natural 20, a bow tie just...
I see you.
Yes.
It's there. Actually, I you know what?
That's a red and black 20.
I might have a bow tie on me.
Oh, really?
Madam.
I would not be surprised by that.
I do not have a bow tie on me.
Oh, that was some build-up.
So welcome everybody to Clinical Role, where a bunch of psychologists and therapeutic dungeon masters play Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight, our friends at Gemhammer are continuing to give us cool things to give away. So this is their deck of illusions. It's a smaller deck, but it has illusions in it, and it tells you like what they do. Or I believe this one. Sorry, my opened copy is at work. I think you pull out cards, and there's like different types of illusions in here that you can do, which is
I have this one. It's fun.
Yeah. So it's a nice little game. In honor of the random pull we got off a crit last week, where one of the enemies became an ally, Albie. Our friend the Drider is your keyword to get this. So
the albino Drider.
The albino Drider. So that's how you can win this deck. The shipping department from geeks like us still is terrible. The prize from last week that I have to send to, I believe it was Noah Deer won this one.
Yes.
I have to send out. And Scottman is being incredibly patient with me. Because I look at work, I have it. I even have a box. That's the worst part. And I look at it, and I go, I need to get that to the post office today.
You get it with the box. So the box has to sit there and cure.
Yeah. Yep. It has to, it is going to be...
once in a pile of salt.
People don't know this. Very complicated.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's only how we get the rare Iberico decks of Wonder. Prized for their acorn diets.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of the deck of Wonder, so one of the decks that I have from them is the a homebrew deck where you get to fill in cards. And so something we were talking about, we forgot to mention last week, is the entire cast of Clinical Role will be at PAX Unplugged.
Yeah. But like, this is the first time we've all been together, right?
Been together, yes.
Yeah. I've never met Jack. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
Weird, right?
we are going to play a game.
At least.
I don't know if it'll be live streamed. It'd be really cool if it could be, but the chances of that are pretty slim. But we're most definitely going to record it. For those people who are at PAX Unplugged, our goal is going to be to make it a game that people can come to and watch. And I would love for us to get some great suggestions for Clinical Role specific Deck of Wonder cards. So we will start filling those in, and I will, as I get ones that I like, I will complete the cards, and I'm going to bring them all to PAX Unplugged to add to the deck that we've been pulling from that is at Game to Grow. So if you have ideas, you can tweet at Clinical Role and let us know, and we will start building up our own Deck of Wonder cards, at least.
Bow tie that spins.
I do not, because that would mean I have to have a bow tie that I don't tie myself. And all of my bow ties are hand tied.
I was thinking we could work that into a Deck of Wonder card.
A bow tie suddenly appears on your neck and spins.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to make that noise too. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
It spins
Don't
fast
worry,
enough
gang.
to increase your movement speed by 5 feet.
Yeah, but only if you're
Yeah.
Right. Well, no.
This is pulls you.
Yeah, pulls it forward by the neck.
Nice.
Also, Saturday, Dr. B, you want to tell what's going on Saturday?
So Saturday, our friends at Roll20 are doing their annual Roll20 Con, which is an online extravaganza of panels and live play, and funds raised are actually going to be benefiting Take This.
Hey.
And Saturday on the 5th of October at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, I will be hosting a wonderful panel online, and Dr. Megan is one of the guests.
Wait, it's 12:30. I had Eastern down.
Pacific time.
That makes a big difference in my day.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me double check here, because
I could have sort of was Eastern, but at 12, sometime. Oh, it does.
Maybe
Say
12:30 to 2 p.m. Pacific time.
okay, it's Pacific time. I'm glad that got clarified for me, because I would have been somewhere. I would have arrived early at my
you
studio
would've.
in my house. So
Oh yeah, 3:30 Eastern time.
If you're like, and now my co-host and presenter Megan. Megan, then you go into
Well, I believe Dr. Kelly Dunlap will also be joining us for that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yay.
nice.
We're really going to be talking about how to better represent mental health within your game, because there are a lot of ways of doing it poorly, and we want to give you all some very practical tips on how to do it well.
Yes.
Nice.
How messy should my NPC's hair be when I as a crazy?
Well, let's eliminate that word right there. But I will say you can make their hair as messy as you like, because maybe they're going through a goth phase.
All right.
Maybe it's not even a phase. Maybe they just want to. Maybe they're
It's an
just goth.
identifier.
Maybe your character is a druid, and it's not that their hair is messy, it is that their hair is now a colony for mice.
Thank you. It is a self-contained ecosystem for the animals which they commune.
That's just a taste. of something amazing.
That is just yes. So we're going to talk. We're going to talk a lot about basically how to be kinder about mental health representation in your games, and there's a lot of really simple tips that y'all can do.
All right.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Jack, can you tell us about...
Wandering Shrink. As a goth, your hair was always neat. Okay, so
Don't
you
want to
did.
generalize.
Listen, okay, so thank you, Mikkel.
Oh,
Way to
thank
cheat.
you. Oh my gosh,
but-
thank you.
Wandering Shrink, you didn't go through your Robert Smith phase?
Doesn't want to talk about it.
Who's the lead singer of AFI?
You assume I listened to AFI.
Oh, come on.
Really, Raph? No, Dr.
I
B.
didn't listen to AFI. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man.
AFI's great.
Yeah.
I could not stand
I had the hair, the like long strand of hair.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, no, I was a cyber goth. Okay, I'm going to show my age right now. What would a cyber goth be?
Oh, we're almost in time for the best cybergoth video of all time, which is the Mariah Carey Christmas song dancing video.
Oh, God.
All I Want for Christmas Is You with a bunch of cybergoths dancing.
All right, I'll have to check that out later, I think.
It's amazing.
All right. Jack, you want to give an update on Save Against Fear?
Yes, Save Against Fear, which is the Bodhana Group's annual fundraiser and platform for talking about all things therapeutic and intentional gaming in tabletops, is running along smooth. It will be October 11th to the 13th in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It is the 9th annual Save Against Fear, and we're already on deck to be breaking last year's attendance records. Very proud to say that for our professional trainings, therapeutic applications of tabletop role-playing, and creating and implementing narratively driven content for narrative role-playing games, we have 21 total people registered, which is over double what we had last year. So everyone is excited for the classes. We also, again, like I said before, the Critical Strengths Engine is going to be making an appearance in a lot of featured sessions from not only myself, but Kelly and Max, and we have a ton of great designers like Eddie Webb, Doug Lewandowski, Calvin Johns that are going to be there. So if you have not yet registered, please go to www.thebodhanagroup.org to get information on getting your tickets. It's only $40 for the weekend. All of it goes to charity. The event is completely volunteer run and organized and hosted by the Bodhana Group. So we do all the legwork behind the scenes, and it's a great time if you haven't been there yet. And I know Adam J has been to a save. I think it was, 3 years ago at this point? Maybe 4?
I think it was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So
2015, maybe 4 years ago. Oof.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta get back there, Jack.
Time flies.
Yeah.
My goal is to be there in 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to try to be there in 20. Let's try to do a clinical role game there.
Ooh, that's a cool idea.
Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours.
Nice. Any other announcements, things that we need to...
We were
like
singing the song in our heads.
I had a very short one. Very shortly, we should be posting a link to the print-on-demand copies of Wizards, Warriors, and Wellness. We had to send a slight upgrade. There were some errors, so we had to send new copies of the cover art, but I'm getting my galley copy in the next couple of days, so as soon as that is approved, we will post that link so you can get your very own print-on-demand copy of Bodhana's first printed opus, as it were.
Nice.
Thank you.
And there's a Randall Hampton in chat. Randall, who did amazing character art and the logo for Clinical Role. Like, he's awesome. Please plug his stuff. Check his stuff out. Like, that beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That's
We love Randall.
Look
yes.
at this. Look at how beautiful that is.
It's I still like can't. I have it hanging in my office, and every now and then I'm like looking up, and I'm like, oh my, I can't believe that's
I know.
So cool.
I love it.
It's amazing. Also, tonight we'll get to show a little bit of Lori B's art again. She is our fantastic cartographer, so check her out as well. She does some great maps for us and helps bring the world to life every now and then, which I love. And music will be from Tabletop Audio. They are a service that they have free 10-minute long audio loops that you can use for streaming and in your games. They also have this really cool thing called the Soundpad, which I finally got to use properly with some of my games at
Isn't it great?
Oh my God. Well, okay, so I've been running sound from my laptop for my games at work, and so I finally got a Bluetooth speaker to put in the middle of the room. and I started playing creepy sounds for them and their creepy haunted house sounds have a little kid singing and dancing with this creepy music box sound, and everyone was like, "Ah, stop!"
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
That's-
Don't do that here. No. None of that.
No, none of that. But
Although it would have fit with the doll. It would have fit with the doll.
the little doll,
Yeah.
the little doll that we had, that was
I
great.
can start staring at the camera and singing in a high-pitched voice, but really droll and completely emotionless and slowly.
I was picturing more of a Tiny Tim tiptoe through the tulips kind of a thing, but that's.
I'm just now worried about you. I think Dr. B's been working too hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Without the bow tie.
Just got back from TwitchCon. I don't even care anymore.
It doesn't hold them together.
All right. So, what we'll do tonight is I'm actually going to do a summary. And not just a summary of last game. I'm going to go ahead and just give us a quick summary of the story thus far. It's going to be abbreviated
in one breath.
So as we start off this summary, chat, just a reminder, our cast can't see the chat as we are playing, but we will take a break sometime around 10:30 Eastern, and we'll come back and see you all then. But please feel free to chat with each other and talk about all our books and things.
Bye, chat!
So our game started off with 4 swords for hire, going through an audition of sorts to get a job to go and retrieve a lost item. Gragnold, Baeridin, Immeral, and this strange guy called Dick had an adventure together.
Who's Immeral?
Yep, Emerald's gone now. They eventually were led to a jungle where they had to go and face some Yuan-Ti to retrieve the lost item. And upon exploring the jungle city, learned of this rot and undead curse that seemed to be falling over the land. They took a contract to go and see if they could take care of things, making a couple of their friends of Tabaxi and Aarakocra along the way. Eventually coming to battle this strange being and winning the day, but unable to completely finish the job, it vanished. But when it vanished, the curse seemed to lift from the land, and all the zombies and things that had been plaguing the land for months suddenly stopped being animated. Though there were still problems in the jungle. Strange mushrooms were being used to control people. Creatures were behaving oddly. The party returned and decided it was time to return to their home. And so they were given teleportation back to their homeland. And upon arrival, they made a new friend in the form of Baron Valdusi, who they met and went to a street carnival with, having their fortunes read and learning about some strange fates coming their way. They parted ways from Baron Valdusi, and at this point, too, Dick had also left the party to go and seek his fortune to find out why followers of Pelor seem to know him and know about him. While the party traveled south, connecting with some people tied to someone from Emerald's past, Baron was going through the mountains, trying to help some of his Aarakocra and Tesuri friends, when he met this strange water genasi climbing a cliff.
I do remember that.
They were a bit confused by her and captured her and brought her to the city of the Aarakocra and Tesuri people, where they learned that creatures from the mountains were coming out in swarms in ways that were unusual. They asked to help with fighting some basilisks, as fighting things that turn you to stone don't really work for people who fly. So The Baron and Enkai were able to help them and forged a friendship. And eventually were brought before the Queen of the Birds and told that there were problems to the south, and fortunes were saying that this is a troubled time and to help and to offer service. And so they agreed and started traveling south. Well, Gragnold, Baeridin, and Immeral had traveled further south to the city of Windhold, where Immeral grew up, pretty much immediately being pulled into the Undercity and meeting the King of the Thieves, who was Emerald's old partner in crime, Daisy.
And girlfriend.
Old girlfriend. Almost girlfriend. Emerald started exploring his past, finding it wasn't exactly what he had expected. Learning that a letter had been left at the orphanage for him, explaining that his elven parents had to leave him behind, but not explaining exactly why. Noting that they were leaving their home, but to come and find them in the Hirota Woods, should he feel inclined to do so. Eventually they decide to disembark and travel on, running into some more followers of Pelor, and their vehemence being a bit off-putting, I shall say. Gragnold the Baeridin also, I should say, in the city of Windhold, had a bit of a surprise in finding that other members of the Moonfang clan were still alive. These are people who hadn't survived their year or for whatever reason had left, but had been drawn back together at the Howling Wolf Inn, and once a year would come together to rekindle and to remember. And so they renamed themselves the Ghost Fang clan and traveled on. Also, while in the city, for a pretty hefty fee, the party bought some notes from a wizarding student about demons, demon lore, and all of that kind of stuff.
That was Dara, wasn't it?
It was Daria, yeah.
But
Dara.
Definitely not the same Daria for trademark purposes.
No, not at all. But they traveled on and eventually came to the temple where Immeral was trained as a monk, to find that it was being held under siege. And this is where their paths collided with Enkai and the Baron. And they agreed to try and help lift the siege, and finding the man who was behind it, a very high position, a person in high position in the Church of Pelor, had led this siege, and also seemingly was one of the ones to wipe out the Ghost or the Moonfang clan. Gragnold, not surprisingly, went into a rage.
I'm making a very rude gesture behind this screen.
Yep. And fittingly, this man was beheaded, but as the battles seemed to be turning, there was this strange sound of a horn blasting, and Minotaurs and gnolls seemed to come to the aid of the party in a strange way, fighting against this army, mostly of hobgoblin mercenaries that were working for Pelor, and scattering them off to the distance. Day seemingly won. Everyone disembarked, but before leaving, Enkai was able to find a sword of her old master, somehow in a cave high up in the mountains, unexpectedly. And Baron was gifted with a magical quiver of arrows that would bring light to dark places. The party traveled on to the Vale of Bercha, but not before stopping by the ghost of the former village of the Moonfang clan and paying respects, recalling the tragedy that had befallen this place. At Birch's place, they met an elder from the Moonfang clan who seemed to have a lot of faith and happiness in seeing Baeridin and his powers. And before she passed peacefully that night, gifted Gragnold with her title of being the avatar of the Moonfang clan, spiritual leader. the party was also introduced to a drow woman named Zanra, who acted as their guide to bring them down to the Underdark to go and to find the members of the Moonfang clan who had been taken. Through many trials, some dangers and close escapes, they eventually made their way to the Drow city and were able to find those who had been taken. During the rescue attempt, it seemed like the tide might be turning against the party as warning horns were blasted. But more warning bells were sounded as they looked back in the village or across the city to see an army of undead attacking from the other side, allowing them to escape. They were pursued as they fled, running up through the tunnels of the Underdark back to the surface, losing 3 of the people they had rescued on the way, eventually able to lead the rest to safety. And we rejoin everybody now on the mountainside up in the Moonlit Mountains. So, one thing to say too, you all are very much so exhausted. Even though you have had a day of rest or a night of rest, the people you have rescued, you all were running and fleeing for more than a day. So you all had to push beyond your limits to get here. And so it has just been harrowing. You feel like you probably need a couple days before everyone's ready to recover and move on.
So do we have any actual levels of exhaustion?
Narratively, I say no.
Okay.
Yeah. So, the one of the things you guys observed over those couple days is the people that you rescued. Well, and I guess I'll ask Baeridin this. Generally, like, how would the members of the Moonfang clan or Ghostfang clan now have treated outsiders, people that weren't part of the clan?
I think that the Moonfang clan would do trade and stuff with outsiders. So they're not like 100% like we want nothing to do with you. But they really don't include outsiders in their ritual or in their any kind of closeness. It is you are trading with us, and then you're going to go away. So I think that they've kept themselves safe by having a certain distance from other people. So they wouldn't be necessarily hateful, but they also when going to practice anything or even prepare a meal together or something like that, they would do that together and not really include a lot of other people. Which I think is also a point that Baeridin's really struggling with in this whole interaction. I think he wants everybody to be included, but that's not really the tradition of the Moonfang clan.
So having an initiated known elf into the Moonfang clan might be problematic.
Well, but interestingly, what you notice is all of those you rescued, though, like, they do kind of keep themselves divided slightly. There's inside jokes that some of the members of the Moonfang clan have with some of the elves that you rescued. The gnome, there's sort of some ribbing that is going on of well, if you eat some dirt, you might finally get to grow your beard. It's you just notice there is a bit of a kinship going on. You can't go through something like this without having some ties.
I'm curious, is it then an issue that's sort of the other way, that Baeridin feels like he doesn't actually have that much connection to the Moonfang clan members because they've spent so long being away and being in this other this.
I think like with his new role, so most definitely, Jocasta is making sure he is very included, is always deferring to him, and a lot of people are still taking their leads from her. You do see that. Sorry, I'm having to scroll through the names really quick. Odegreet, she's come down a lot of pegs and everything that happened to her, and is listening, but can't quite bring herself to say thank you or to apologize for her behaviors.
I think Baeridin has sort of the this is maybe sort of passive aggressive. I don't mean it to come off that way. I think Baeridin is like, I got bigger fish to fry, and so like he like doesn't care that much about Odegreet and like all of the history and stuff there, and he's like, yeah, I mean, like I'm doing kind of bigger stuff now. Like,
yeah,
I'm glad you're still stuck there or whatever. Take care of yourself. But like,
you just gave an enlightened whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
He's had a lot of emotional growth.
Cool, man. I just got bigger things on the horizon.
You do you. You do you.
Whatevs, dude.
But unfortunately, it also means that he like never really gives like anything for Odegreet to like latch onto, or he's not exactly asking for an apology or anything either.
Yeah.
He's just sort of like, yeah, I gotta go talk to Jocasta.
I don't.
And that's it. Like,
I nothing you.
Yeah. You are
It's
nothing.
like an advanced snub or something.
It's a reprioritization of where you're putting your attention, and it's not on the petty interpersonal squabbles.
All right.
Management synergies of the Moonfang clan.
And a reminder too is that you guys leveled up last time.
Yes, already done.
As well. So make sure that
I
you
did just do that, although I have not uploaded all of my cool new wild shapes yet.
Okay. That is fine. I don't think Adam level, because you guys are level 9 now, right?
Yep.
9!
Yeah. 9. Yeah,
No,
okay. Adam
nine.
has not
Manine.
leveled up Gragnold. Hold on, I gotta see something. Please hold while I look at stuff. Yeah, okay. So one of the things you do notice on the second night that you're on the mountain too is as darkness starts to fall, everyone seems to gather closer to the fires and wanting them to build up more. There is a lot of tension and discomfort among those that you rescued. And you do see, like, Gragnold kind of at one point goes into his like trance. I can't do it the way Adam does.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And he comes out, he's like, I know what to do. And as you're noticing, specifically one of the elves is looking off into this distance. He's got sort of that, 100-yard stare going on and just kind of going in and seemingly like just shrinking it to himself. And he comes over and puts a hand on his shoulder. He's like, there, friend, you're all right. And yeah, you see the tension kind of leave the guy's body, and he kind of looks up and is just like kind of visibly shaking. It's all right. Here, this one's just water.
Gragnold offering someone water.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's all right.
I've learned things.
That's very good.
That's pretty good there, Megan. Yeah.
That's a pretty capital study of them.
But Gragnold spends most of his time kind of going amongst the survivors and helping them. And they seem to really be leaning on each other a lot during the night.
Baeridin,
Yeah.
I hope I'm not being rude or intrusive,
I was just wondering, what's the future of your family, your clan? Where do you see that going? Haven't given it much thought, have you?
I haven't really thought about it, no. Getting to here. This seems pretty good and largely unattainable, so not really sure what to do now. I guess we'll go back to our homeland.
And bring everybody?
Well, yeah. Well, you guys are all members of the Moonfang clan now.
Do they see it the same way that you do? Again, I don't want to create strife. You've just been reconnected. I don't want to be a wedge.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not intending to go anywhere. I just don't necessarily want to be somewhere that all are not appreciative of, if that's a good way to say it.
When I was growing up, the Moonfang clan had a lot of specific rules about joining and being a part of the clan. You couldn't really invite other people to come do it. We have people like Dabney now.
Thank you.
But Gragnold and I got to just make that decision because we were the only ones left.
So, in other words, you took a vote.
Yeah,
Might the same rules apply here?
sure. I mean, majority won in that case.
That was unanimous.
But there's a little bit more to consider to make the majority. Does that worry you at all?
Yeah.
The
I guess I never
majority
really
is now the
thought
minority.
about what the rest of the clan might think now. I mean, I guess they all went through some stuff. They have all sorts of dirt jokes and stuff.
Plain beard jokes.
Yeah, but that was true before, too.
Oh, okay. Well, they've added to the repertoire.
Yeah. There were way fewer dirt jokes before.
Oh?
There were some dirt jokes.
Uh-huh.
Nah, maybe it's about the same. But, I don't know. I guess I would hope that they're more open. I guess we have to start a new thing now.
Like the Ghost Fang clan?
It just doesn't feel right. I think the Wolf Spirit wants us to be the Moonfang clan. It's just the Moonfang clan isn't the Moonfang clan anymore.
Doesn't the moon have phases?
Sure.
Doesn't it change with time? Go through cycles?
I guess so. That's like a month, though.
No, it's like a metaphor.
I like the cut of your dab.
Dabney raises a glass to you. So it's almost like the clan could change like the phases of the moon. Fang clan.
I was waiting for you to finish that.
It took forever.
Dabney, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, but traditions have to come from somewhere.
Maybe it's time to make some new ones, I guess?
Times change, the wind changes, the moon changes.
Two of those things happen together.
That's
I learned that at the temple.
I think the wolf spirit wants me to lead in some way, but I don't want to tell people what to do.
It doesn't sound like you would enjoy leading very much.
I have questions about your definition of the word leader.
I don't know. In a pack, the alpha has to be there to protect everyone. The alpha's role is to provide guidance.
But the alpha would not be the alpha without the support of his pack. It is
True.
one overall. It is all who recognize the one.
I never really asked if they want me to be their leader. I just assumed the wolf spirit knew better.
Do they also follow the ghost?
Yeah. I don't know.
This may be something to address with them.
I don't think I think we should bring it up. I think before we move on, we need to have a discussion with everybody. And not just the Moonfang clan, but also the other people who are here. We need to know if do they want to do this? Or
Camp
do they
on the
want
side
to
of a mountain?
go off on their own? Well, to be honest, if you add a few huts, this is not too dissimilar from what the Moonfang clan usually does.
So maybe they have a new ancestral home.
But, more parties. And some songs.
We can't add that?
Maybe setting up a new homeland is the best thing. Sometimes going back to misery only brings more misery.
Historically, the Drow have been kind of a big enemy of the Moonfang clan. And I think Baeridin's looking out over all of them talking and joking with each other. And I think he goes, I don't think that's true anymore. I guess it all has to change. Maybe the traditions can change along with it.
I hope.
If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. Then I have to pick a side.
Or create one. There are more than two sides.
Is it left and right?
Left, right, center, up, down, backwards, forwards.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How many sides are there, Barry?
There are as many sides as you would like them to be.
I was hoping just for the two. You got my hopes up.
Life's more complicated than that, friend.
Wow. Well, I kind of wish it was simple.
We all do.
The nice thing about revenge was it was really straightforward. We always knew what we were supposed to be doing.
I want to chop off more heads.
No. No. Gragnold.
See?
Look,
Gragnold.
I like it.
We know you like chopping off heads, but you know what?
Dawn's got a new friend now. We
Nope,
need to
nope.
try our scissor move.
No. No. No, Gragnold. No.
Gragnold, I think I'm with Dabney on this one.
All right.
And thus, we have another example of accepting change.
Oh, man, what's happened to the world?
Dabney is the voice of reason.
Plus, Baron, I'm kind of worried about what we saw in the Underdark.
What exactly do you mean? We saw a lot of things down there.
The whole time we were traveling down there, we heard about this great civilization of Drow that were going to totally be impossible to infiltrate and were going to mess us up. And we just watched them get stomped out by a whole bunch of zombies.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah, but I'm kind of worried the bigger fish is coming after us now.
I think at this point I would stand up and walk next to Baron and be like, I am very worried also about what we saw down there.
What worries you?
Exactly what Baeridin said. Did you see the swarm?
We're alive.
They're not. They're not.
So we were not the smaller fish.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
What's Enkai doing in all this? Because I'm getting worried about Enkai. She's been awfully quiet, and I know she's angry with Dabney.
Oh, she's definitely angry with Dabney. But I think that for that conversation, I just pictured that she was probably sitting like in the shadows, just like listening and like laughing at the up, down, backwards, diagonal. But yeah, just like listening and observing. But
because Dabney's perspective on this is we all fought together, we all bled together, got my trust, part of my clan.
I don't think Enkai feels that, I will say.
Well, that's fine because she's my special friend.
Wait, Enkai doesn't want to be part of the clan, or Enkai doesn't have the trust on Dabney?
Oh no, Enkai has the trust. I think Enkai doesn't feel like she's part of the clan, just because she came from the outside and, like doing her own thing. She joined you all. She definitely trusts you, but when you met back up with your family, there was like a ritual and now they have their dirt jokes. And so I feel like she probably thinks we like had our mission. Our mission isn't quite done because like the zombies and everything, there's still some imbalances in nature that have not been like taken care of, but we did free the Moonfang clan. So maybe I think at this point she's unsure about where to go because it's like, okay, the Moonfang clan has been reunited, but I'm not part of that clan. I also have like other things that I want to do. So I don't know how exactly she said, and she's mad at Dabney for not helping her. For sure.
Died.
Yeah.
I prevented you from dying.
Well, that's not how she sees it.
Rachel understands.
Yes. Enkai does not.
This is what I get for being a good.
Again, all she sees is that she has been helping you all this whole time and risked her life, and she asked you for nothing, and then she asked you for a favor and you said no.
Because she would have
That's
died.
That's okay.
Oh, snap.
I am not letting my friend Enkai march into certain death.
Okay.
I mean, I had to tell my 4-year-old, that we had to change her Band-Aid because it was good for her. And she cried for 45 minutes, but we still did it. She didn't have the insight that was what she needed. But
That's a good analogy.
Right. See, Enkai is like a 4-year-old.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Dabney. Okay.
Is that awkward I smell? That's awkward I smell.
Okay, Dabney.
Bask in the
Yes, it smells vaguely of awkward.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting choice of words, but yes, I would say she's feeling conflicted. And also, Enkai's always been closest to Baron, so she's probably talking with him and looking to him as well in terms of like what he's doing and the decisions he's making and what he's thinking.
Do you want to have an aside?
We can have an aside, yeah.
If that is permissible, GM.
yes, of course.
You start.
So what do we do now? We've escaped the Underdark. We've reunited the clan.
Depends on what you see next in your future, or what you would like to make of it.
I don't know. I mean, I've been having some visions of returning to the sea.
How strong?
Very.
You feel you're being pulled?
I do, though I'm not sure if it's for good or for bad.
How are you going to figure that out? That's a tough question.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I've been sending some animals out to try and get a sense of where my crew is, where my ship is, where I left them, how they're doing. I haven't heard back, but I'm not sure.
So has all of this Moonfang reuniting makes you kind of yearn for your own kin?
I think so. I mean, they have also become kind of a family. I mean, I'm sure you feel the same. I mean, I feel that you and Gragnold and Dabney and Baeridin are also part of my family. But maybe it's time for me to go back. I don't know. It's hard to say, Baron, because what we saw in the Underdark was not good. And I don't want to necessarily just abandon dry land as much as I want to go back to the sea.
Family's tricky. There's the family that we choose, which some call our friends. I disagree. Because even the family that we're given, we can still choose not to be with, for whatever reason. We're still making a choice. Where does your heart want you to be? With them now, to bring this darkness back to them?
They might be the key to eradicating the darkness. That's what I think maybe the visions are showing me.
How so?
There seems to be great power in the ocean, calling me.
Is it a good power?
I don't know. But it's power. And how much power do you think it's going to take to defeat what we saw in the Underdark?
There's also the chance that that power is worse than the power we just escaped.
True.
Be running to certain death.
Don't think I'd be running to certain death. The ocean is my home, after all.
Very few want to run towards certain death. You just find yourself careening into it. Come off the edge. That's the way it tricks you.
Oh. Well, what do you think? What do you think is the best course of action? What do you think is going to happen now that they're reunited? Are we meant to escort them home, or are they?
The most uncomfortable part is probably that I can't have a choice until they have a choice. That's how I feel. Although I feel part of them, I know I'm not directly part of the clan. I can make a decision that affects all of their heritage and history. That would be rude. So I have to sit back, wait quietly, and wait for what my friends decide. I have my own calling, and it pains me every day that I ignore it. But I still feel that where I'm at now is doing better service than if I would be elsewhere.
I see.
I think you do.
So we wait.
Not forever. We're not young. Certainly not getting any younger.
Who is not young? Baron. I feel like I'd be drinking at this point.
Yeah.
We both be drinking it.
Yeah.
You called her old.
Hey, I love Baron the most, Dabney. Stay out of this.
Hey, you hear that? She's not mad at me.
Do I overhear any of this?
Oh, the last part you more than distinctively heard.
Yeah.
Megan. I actually think I'm gonna make a character decision that Dabney, known for his drinking prowess,
Yes.
3 mugs in.
Okay. Make a con save.
Oh. Dabney falls on his face.
Oh, 19!
19. You're actually like feeling it, but you're not like completely gone and like sick at this point. Still a little coherent. And some might argue that's a little bit more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because you probably
almost
think
there.
you're more sober than you are.
Oh, I'm totally sober as you are. So he called you old. I love you, Enkai.
Eye rolling hard.
Woo!
Zanra walks by, and as she walks, she just kind of hands you a flask, Enkai.
Thank you, son.
I think Baeridin has wandered over to find Jocasta at this point.
Mm-hmm. And you find her. She's sitting actually with Ruby, and working. Ruby's trying to help, kind of craft some sort of brace or something to help Jocasta walk a little bit easier. It's well. Let's see how it's going. It's going pretty well, actually. I've got something like she's definitely still not moving as fast as she could were she not so grievously injured. But she's getting around a lot better than she was, and the color's coming back into her face.
Jocasta, I think we need to have a chat.
All right.
Care to give that a try out?
Right, let's go for a walk.
And I think Baeridin's going to wait until he's well and away from the rest of the clan.
Yeah, and she would tell Ruby would kind of give this look, and she'd wave her off, and you'd start wandering down. There's like much like the picture that you see on Roll20, actually, is what we use for our virtual tabletop. There's a little water lake, and it's a pretty gentle slope around the lake, so it's easy for you guys to walk around.
Cool.
That's a nice view.
It's a nice view.
It's very pretty.
It's made with the application Flowscape, now available on Steam. I highly recommend it. It is freaking awesome.
Jocasta, at this point, I guess we need to rebuild the Moonfang clan, but I think we need to change some stuff.
Yes. You can't go back. When I was a child, I had a friend who turned out to not be such a great friend, and I always wanted to go back to before they turned out to be a jerk. But one of my mentors said, you can't go back, you can only go forward. We have to go forward. We can't go back. The wolf spirit's chosen you.
I guess so. Although, it made a lot more sense when all I had to do was bite some heads off some terrible people. A little harder to figure out now.
The what's next is always a difficult part. You've got an advisor? You've got friends? What is it the wolf spirit's been showing you?
Packs, sticking together, and separating out when needed. The strength of the pack, really. I think we need to extend an invite. I think everybody here has been through a lot. Either through traveling down to mount a rescue or being in prison together. I don't know. It feels like there's a thread there. Enough to maybe be a binding agent. Help everybody make a fresh start.
At this point, she would kind of sit down on a log to kind of stretch out her leg. It's in a little bit of pain. The thread that used to tie us together was lycanthropy. We don't have that anymore, thankfully, through the grace of the wolf's god. But you're right, a clan needs to have something that ties them together.
I don't know if strife and suffering is a good starting place.
Not necessarily. It's a start of something, though. What would you want to be the thread that ties them together?
Strength, I guess.
She reaches out and pinches your arm.
Not that! No! I mean, like, interpersonal strength. You know. Strength of will. Family. Kinship, I guess.
Well, certainly everybody on that hillside over there has kinship. You can see that you do with the people you came down with. So, are we to be a clan of the lost?
Has to change a lot of traditions.
You modify things.
I still want to keep the one with the big hat, though. I think we destroyed the hat. To make it I couldn't bring it with us. I mean, it's I don't know where we're going to get a log that size.
There's plenty of trees around.
Is that a hat made out of logs?
It's log.
Thank you. I was thinking that. It's better than bad. It's good.
Fine, Milano.
All right.
The
Then
elves have been, well, look, just so you know, too, the elves have said that if we wanted to go down to their lands, they'd welcome us. I have a feeling, too, we're close where the other dwarves live. Some of our legends say we used to live with them.
I hadn't even considered going to a new place. What are the elven lands like?
Don't know, never been. I'd have to ask the elves. Your friend might know.
Dabney lets out a
Ask him
Maybe
tomorrow.
don't ask him.
What I can do! He snaps his fingers and an elemental effect above the fire happens and there's a big hoof.
I see like all these people's eyes kind of jump, like a few people jump back. Actually. You just see one person jump back and like terror in their eyes, and Gragnold comes over and is like, Dabney! And goes over to them and kind of pats them. There. You can be. It's all right. You see him kind of clutching the fang on his necklace. Right. It's Dabney! Go sit. You're in timeout.
You're not the boss of me. You're fun, man.
Can I like mold earth underneath Dabney and like force him to sit down? Because he's being distracting and I'm like obviously salty.
Dabney, make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage for inebriation.
Okay.
And Enkai, what's your spell save?
I don't know. What's my spell save?
Look it up.
I don't know.
It'd be on your spell page.
Well, I'm going to guess it's not lower.
16.
It's not lower than an 18.
16.
16.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah. So you do
Dabney
mold the
stands.
earth underneath him, and he's able to. It's a little klutzy, but he does maintain his feet. And Dabney, what you see is the earth has just kind of shifted underneath you to make like this scoop seat. It looks really comfy.
I feel the earth move. That's a good song.
Tomorrow, I think we should make a big announcement.
All right.
I think I need your help in this, Jocasta.
You've got it. Baeridin, have you been having any dreams of foreboding?
Oh. No, mostly they're on land.
Very good. Very good. Oh, that's a line of the night.
She looks of dread. Things, no, not boating of bad things getting ready to happen.
On boats?
No, nothing to do with boats. Just in general, bad. Like a feeling that bad. Has the wolf spirit been communicating that there's bad things getting ready to happen?
Oh. Yeah. Some of that.
So casual. Actually.
Death dismemberment.
I mean, that's been going on for a long time.
I just, whatever that was down there with that thing with all of those rotten zombie type things. And make an insight check really quickly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not great. Oh, my insight's not terrible. 9.
9. She looks a little worried.
I'm with you on all the stuff going on. And it's not the first time we came across that stuff. Frankly, I'm a little worried that we're going to be targeted for this. I don't know if it's just everywhere and we're just unlucky to come across it, or
Where have you come
if
across
it's following
it
us in an uncomfortable way.
Where have you come across it before?
Oh, well, in some caves. And also in that town that we were at, we came across some similar fungus stuff. And then we were in the jungle, and we came across some fungus stuff there. Oh, yeah, there was that big brain guy. Yeah, so a couple of times. I don't think they like us very much.
It's just, I was never the true leader of the Moonfang clan. The blade never glowed for me as it does for you. But the wolf spirit still saw fit to give me some visions and some guidance. That's why we didn't lose hope down there. But I don't feel like things are over.
I don't either. I think I want to do something extra. I still want to figure out what's going on. And the Moonfang clan might be the only people who know anything about this. If it really is sort of a world-destroying thing, maybe we need to send some people out and figure out what's going on.
You see her smile with pride. Sounds like the words of a wise chief.
No, I just made it up.
That's most of being a chief, I think.
Oh.
Our fearless leader, everybody.
I think we do actually still need a Ghost Fang clan.
There can be two of us, two clans.
I think the Ghost Fang clan have got to be a special group that's out there doing good.
Those that she kind of touches the marked X on her shoulder. Those that have gone out are in their second stripe. You grow up, you train, become strong enough to earn your first, and when you go out and do great deeds and survive, you earn the second.
I think I know just the people.
She looks over towards where Dabney's balancing on the chair.
I actually, Dabney is going to be balancing atop the chair. Balancing atop, standing on one leg, doing aerial feats of, look what I can do! Look what I can do! And he's doing some, like, weird, he's doing some interesting kata poses on top of the chair, such as putting, like, one leg over the knee and squatting.
As she's kind of looking up towards, address them in the morning.
Woo!
Can I druid craft a puff of wind just to knock him over? Come on, he's on one leg.
Yes. As he's on one leg getting ready to bounce, you druid craft this little puff of wind, and it's just enough because with your intoxication and balance, Dabney, you're...
I want to land. 3-point superhero landing.
Go ahead, give me that deck save with disadvantage.
No, I want you to not land gracefully.
Oh, y'all are going to hate me. 21.
Really?
21. He's got... Monks are crazy decks. Like,
I have a 9 dex save.
Yeah. So, as you're falling, you do manage to 3-point land. In the ground. Woo!
Ah!
Dabney, patron saint of the woo girl.
That is now canon.
So bad.
Baeridin's going to head back and rejoin the rest of the party.
All right. And so the merriment continues through the night. The fire always crackling very brightly. Night passes without issue. I will say, Baeridin, that night when you sleep, you're getting used to have... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Actually, I was thinking I would do something different.
Okay.
Baeridin is going to summon a bunch of wolves.
Okay.
You can summon, like, I don't know, 8 wolves or something ridiculous.
I think so. Yeah.
So he's going to summon a pack of wolves, and he's going to go off into the woods, and find a nice clearing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to send out the wolves to go and get each of Enkai and Baeridin and Immeral. And the wolves are just going to show up in the middle of the night and, like, nudge them until they wake up, and then try to get them to follow them out into the woods.
Dabney has continued to drink.
He's really out.
Baron will go without incident.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the bar fight? Dabney's like that drunk.
So, Dabney, you're in their meditative state, like trying to sober up, like, and
You're like,
enough where you're like trying to,
Yeah.
you like, I honestly like nod off a couple times, which for an elf is very rare. And at some point you wake up and there's you feel this lapping on your face.
Yeah, but did Gragnold fall down the well? What's the matter, girl?
Grabs at your robe and kind of pulls a little bit.
Fine.
I follow the wolf.
I'm coming.
As you follow the wolves into the clearing, Baeridin has set up some like logs to sit on in a very small fire, and is hanging out in the clearing. And he has covered himself in moss and twigs, and they're sort of jutting out from every side. And he gestures, and it's just as ridiculous as it sounds. He gestures with his hand, and he says, "Come to my meeting of many minds, of the fire meeting. Come to start. Let me start over. Come and sit by the fire for the meeting."
Somehow I picture Gragnold is there and he has a drum. And just every now and then, dun, 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 dun.
Baron walks over to whatever stump is available to seat. He does not once break eye contact with Baeridin. Just like is not once breaking contact.
I'm looking towards Baron and Baeridin and Baron. I'm like, all right.
He's on
Dabney-
a roll, I guess.
Dabney does the cube of water on himself just to try and wake up. No. Make sure it's cold water too.
Yeah. Actually, hold on a moment. I need to see something.
Blink.
I need to just see. I'll say. Oh wait, it's lesser.
What?
I'm since I'm getting to control Gragnold tonight. Yeah. Gragnold comes over and says, "Dabney, we need you to sober up." And he puts a hand on you and holds onto the fang, and you see it glow for a moment, and your head's clear.
Oh wow. Okay. Hi. Okay, and I'm still seeing what I thought I was seeing. Baeridin, what are you doing?
I am a mysterious figure, but no, I am actually Baeridin. Oh, you already said Baeridin.
I know you're Baeridin. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm inviting you guys into the clan.
No, I'm in the clan.
Well, you can just sit then. Sit. Go sit.
Okay, I'm
You're
sitting.
ruining the atmosphere.
What, you want atmosphere? Okay, Megan, elemental attunement, boom, fog on the ground.
All right, there's a little rolling fog.
Abby, you're coming to the next one.
Oh, good. Morning, mother. Oh.
I'll get you a drum.
It's so good.
Gragnold.
You're now a level 1 roadie.
What are we doing here?
It's a multi.
Why are you wearing moss?
It was extra mysterious that way. All right, fine.
Okay, fine. Clearly, you're going for a vibe.
I'm getting a vibe.
You're getting
There's a vibe going.
You're going for the vibe. I'm gonna just let this happen.
It's important.
Okay, fine.
Where was I?
What you were saying? Come sit near the fire circle.
Right. Oh no,
of
I got
mysteriousness.
I got it.
I'm just petting the wolf.
Okay, I forgot my
I'm sitting near the fire of mysteriousness.
Why have you brought us to the woods, oh mysterious one? Play along, it'll smooth itself out.
Invite us to the clan.
Tomorrow, Jocasta and I and Gragnold, I guess. Gragnold, do you want to do that too? I didn't ask you.
Yeah.
We're gonna invite everybody to join.
Are you getting married to Jocasta?
No.
Oh.
Mazel tov.
That's not
Is that what the moss is about? Is this like traditional?
That's not this. There is
All
moss.
right.
There is moss in the wedding ceremony. That's not this moss. It's a different
Okay.
moss.
Just with how you led there, I thought this was going somewhere different.
Fair. Should have gone with the moss. I'm getting a strong anti-moss. I'm going a different direction next time.
The twigs are nice.
It'll be all leaves.
I like the moss.
Thank you.
But isn't there content to this mysterious ceremony around the fire?
Oh, yeah. Okay, right. Tomorrow we're going to invite everybody to join the clan. I'm inviting you here because I think we want everybody here to do something different. The clan's going to have to settle somewhere. But everything that we saw down in the Underdark is important. So I'm inviting you not just to join the Moonfang clan, but to be an extra group. Something we're going to call the Ghostfang clan.
Didn't we already have that?
Yes, we're repurposing it. Now it's a
corporate
subset of the Moonfang clan.
The Moonfang clan's new identity.
No, it's like a super elite force.
Elite force.
Yeah.
See, now I'm picturing like an A-Team thing where we each have like our own like little segment while the music's blaring. And Gragnold has to do the beating, turn around and
Dabney's face. Dabney's so face.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why, but I feel like the need to say I pity fools.
Enkai loves it when a plan comes together.
oh,
I do.
Baeridin is Murdoch.
Baeridin is
like this time,
Charlie's angel.
That's true.
yeah, I would be Amy, the female sidekick that is sort of in most of the episodes.
I brought you out here because I wanted to see if it's something that you wanted to. The only people who will... You'll all be invited to be a part of the clan. Moonfang clan. But the Moonfang clan needs to use the knowledge that we've gained for something more. We need to go out and figure out what's going on. I'm not sure if I'll be with you.
I'm sorry, what?
I know that all of you need to do it. I'm still figuring out the other parts.
I'm sorry, what?
I have to help the Moonfang clan settle. Maybe Gragnold does too. We need to make sure they're set up.
So
that part I need to figure out. But in the meantime, I want you to go with a tether.
Go with a tether?
Go with a lifeline, if you will. I want you to keep investigating all of this. And maybe I can come with you once the Moonfang clan is settled and I feel like they can do it.
What if we were to simply set them up with Jocasta? She seems more than capable of acting as your emissary.
She's a good leader. She was for all the time that we were there. What I'm asking of you is, I still want you to be part of the clan. Enkai and Baron, I want you to be here with us. And I want you to feel like you always have a home to come back to, even if you also have your other homes. But someone needs to figure out what's going on.
I'm a person that knows omens and signs. That's a reason why we were not merely together for a week or 2 weeks. There's a reason that we've been drawn together and we have done great things. I think to break that up would be foolish. I think you already know your place and your destiny and your future. It's of all of us. We didn't go through all that together for nothing. I understand settling. You haven't settled so far. Why stop now?
I don't think it's the thing I want. I miss the clan, but I've liked traveling.
It's most of what you've known. As far as I've known you.
In either case, I'll decide if I can come with you, but I need to know that you're doing it either way.
I would stand up and walk towards Baeridin. And you're a gnome, right?
Yeah, I'm real short.
Okay, so I'm real tall. Okay, so
So I am standing on a
He is
rock.
a dwarf. He is a short dwarf.
I'm trying to decide where the eye level is. I would get to eye level. Baeridin, I am honored that you would ask me to be part of your clan. You will always have my sword, and I'm happy to know that I have a place not on the sea that I can come to. But you know I can't settle on dry land.
I already have a sword. It was given to me by the wolf spirit. I don't need your sword.
I'm not actually giving you my... Okay, Baeridin.
Nah.
Sparkles will always be there for you.
Really cool and stuff, and you got it from those monks.
No, you can't have my sword. No.
I actually don't know where you got it from. I thought you stole it from someone.
I didn't. No, that's a different story.
It was the cave, right?
Oh,
It was in a cave, yes.
I wasn't there for any of that.
You were not. No. That's beside the point. Thank you for the invitation.
I don't want you to settle with the Moonfang clan.
Okay, good.
I want you to go out and be our elite force and represent us in a positive way around the world.
We're ambassadors.
Uh,
I would be happy to spread the word of your good deeds.
but more importantly, I want you to figure out what's going on.
We will.
I don't think anybody else knows about any of this. I don't think anybody else knows about any of the zombies, any of the mushroom stuff. And I certainly don't know what's going on. I'm barely halfway here.
I've been saying that the entire time I've known you.
See?
Well, I know it's bigger than just us. Weren't the Aarakocra knew about it as well? Baron?
I think we're in a unique position to maybe do some good. I just want you to do some good and feel like you're part of a team.
I don't think for me that without you, it would feel like much of a team.
Then maybe I do need to come with.
You see, Gragnold gets a little kind of wide-eyed. He's like, Baeridin, just so we're clear, if we go out, we're going to be able to cut more heads off, right?
Yeah, that's most of what we were planning on doing, I think. Gragnold, that's
Okay, all right. Just want to be clear.
So am I still the advisor to the clan now?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess yes.
He's your advisor?
I was the consigligaluri.
I think we need to make that an official title for the Ghost Flag clan. The consigligaluri.
Consigligaluri.
I don't think I can spell that.
Oh, Don's. I can do that.
No. We need to do this.
And in his new language that he and Don have figured out.
I envision this kind of like Charlie's writing on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a mixture of pictures and crayons and moods.
Yeah.
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 I don't believe I was meant to settle either, just like Enkai. I'm a nomad. I travel until I ultimately wind up where I need to be. And staying anywhere in one place is not where I'm meant to be now. I have to keep moving.
Then will you keep moving with the symbol of the Ghost Fang clan along with you?
I'd like to move with the Ghost Fang clan. Sometimes there are bigger things more important than family. Family can take care of itself. We have to venture out for their benefit. Although it may hurt, we have to do this because it's what's right. It's for the greater good, not just for your own good.
Then tomorrow I hope you'll join in the ceremony.
Wait, is this another ceremony?
Yeah, it's a different one.
Okay.
There's less moss in the other ceremony. I already made that decision. You don't need to tell me about the moss. Get it.
I wasn't going to ask about the moss.
Is it mossless?
There's no moss.
No moss, okay. No moss.
No moss
moss.
ceremony.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
That was good.
So we've now made puns in 3 languages. I want to point that out.
It's a new record.
Woohoo!
Of course I'll participate in the ceremony. I'll be honored to be officially a member of the clan.
After the ceremony's over, each of us will be named members of the Ghost Fang clan in addition to the Moon Fang clan. Our job will be to go out and stop whatever's going on in the world. Well, not everything. I mean, that's the undead stuff. Stop the undead stuff.
Thank you. Appreciate you clarifying.
And I guess, I don't know, spread good wolf spirit cheer.
That sounds smelly.
Yeah.
At least that's the best popular than Teen Spirit.
I'm kind of picturing you guys making little bracelets or something to be like, courtesy of the Moon Fang clan. Friendship bracelets with a moon motif on them.
It's the group out of Airplane where they keep
the Krishnas?
Yeah.
we're the Krishnas.
Yeah.
For incense. Oh.
So we'll kind of fast forward to the next morning. You want to set this up, Gragnold? Or sorry, Baeridin?
Yeah. So Baeridin's going to make a big announcement, over breakfast, that today we'll be making some big decisions as a group, and people will have a chance to weigh in. But first, before we make any big decisions, that everybody is invited to become official members of the Moonfang clan, so that we can all be joined together and support each other, and that after that we would decide where the Moonfang clan will go. And it's an open invitation to everybody here to come and join the Moonfang clan and be part of something new, rooted in some good traditions. But it's not a requirement, and if somebody wants to go do their own thing or go off in their own direction, they can choose to do so.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That's going to be pretty good. What's my persuasion? 21.
21.
That's some good persuasion there.
It is. So you see a couple of the humans who were down there come forward, and they're like, I think we have homes and places that we need to go, but we count you all as friends. We can maybe travel with you to help you find the place you're going to settle, but we have our own things that we must do. And you see the other gnome come forward, and I'll join, gladly. And if all the old members of the Moonfang clan, of course, come forward and say that they'll join. The elven woman, she's been a bit quiet. She's the one, Feli, her sister, drowned. And she comes forward and says, I think going back to my people would just be too hard without my sister. I would be honored to walk among you all. And Zanra, too, comes forward and she's actually a little awkward and quiet. And will your place have space for a drow?
Absolutely. For you, Zadra,
Then,
and for all drow.
please hold. My headphones are screwing up. I'm going to plug them in.
Yeah.
All and tan and young and lovely, the girl from me, believe me. When she passes, each time she passes, I go, ah.
Classic music. All right.
At least do that as
Okay, there we go.
Exactly what I was going for. Yeah, no, we're going for wait music.
Yep.
So sorry.
Almost perfectly timed, too.
Yeah.
And she smiles. Saying, I will gladly join. It'll be nice to have a place to be home.
Baron will take off his cloak to reveal both of his exposed arms. I wanted to do it mostly ironically because I have a wolf tattoo on my arm. That would be like, you know.
Nice.
It's pretty on theme, Jack.
Wow.
He's a method actor.
Yeah.
It was actually my first tattoo. I got it over 20 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, your foresight was phenomenal.
Yeah. One of the other elves agrees to come and found this new place with you all. The other one says that he would like to be part of the clan, but feels that he should return to his people and let them know what was seen. Feels that the elves need warning of what they all saw down there.
Clan leader, is it a requirement that those who join the clan stay with the clan?
No. If you want to join the clan, you'll always be welcome. But if you want to have a home here, but still travel back, we have a role for that too. Those who don't need a place to settle down, but still need a tether to this experience. A place that they can call home and a people that they can call their own. Even if you're traveling, even if you're afar. You can hold with you the Moonfang clan spirit and know that you can find others that are part of that. Join the Moonfang clan and we'll dub you Ghostfang clan members. Those travel around and do good in the world in the name of the Moonfang clan, but also can always return home.
And the ones who are leaving smile. All agree. Yes. Like that.
Is there an actual something that's happening? Like, isn't there supposed to be like a knife and like?
Yeah, we're gonna do that thing.
Oh.
Gragnold pulls out Dawn.
Okay.
Sorry, did I not clarify that?
Hold on. Mind if I say something here?
The constitutory needs to speak.
All right. New clan members.
Wait, hold on. Do you want the talking stick?
There's a stick?
No, I wasn't really holding it before. Hold it now.
I'm holding the stick. I'm holding the stick.
Everybody pay attention to Dabney. He's got the talking stick. Go ahead, Dan.
Thank you. But you can't talk without the stick.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Don't listen to what I'm saying. I don't have the talking stick. Dabney has the talking stick.
Anytime now, Dabney.
Okay, fine. No, I still hold on to the stick. New clan members. There is an ancient ritual that involves a ceremonial shedding of mutual blood for one another. This is as old as the clan itself and will remain a further tether to the unity that is the Moonfang clan and now the Ghostfang clan. It involves a little nick on your arm twice because you have earned your place. But we've got healers, so we'll make, we can heal it up real quick.
Also, we're all going to be really drunk.
We are the person who does the cutting.
Also, we're all going to be real drunk.
But the person who does the cutting and the healing will not be.
Oh yeah, that's Gragnold.
Oh God!
I'm ready.
Gragnold, put down the axe.
You do not call Dawn an axe.
He's holding Dawn. You're not swinging Dawn as an induction ceremony. You'll take their arms off. We have the.
She cauterizes the wounds as she makes them.
We have a ceremonial. We'll get the dagger.
Oh, okay.
We'll get precision. All right. So, just so you're all aware, but we will also have a ceremonial party that we will all drink together and celebrate together prior to the bonding and ritual marking of our arms. Any questions?
Today we're going to have a big party. Everybody wants to be part of the Moonfang clan. You can go totally become a part of the Moonfang clan. If you don't, you can still party with us.
Woo!
Kermit arms.
And everybody does take the mark. And You guys all celebrate well into the night, and the mood's definitely lifted. It feels like a new purpose has kind of come in. And you do see, like, at one point, people kind of sober up enough and they're kind of sketching in the dirt, kind of this rough sketch, and try to figure out where to go. And you see Jocasta is kind of looking at it, and she looks over. What do you think? Stay in mountains, go towards woods, or try to build an alliance with the humans or the dwarves?
Andy, should we go into the mountains or the woods?
I'm staying sober to make sure the cutting is done properly.
All right.
But should we go into the mountains or the woods?
Or the elf woods.
Given I don't know much about those elf woods, I'm going to say go into the mountains where we know things.
Who knows about the elf woods?
I asked a few of the elves, like, there's parts of it that are. There's a bit that's large hills, smaller mountains. Technically in our lands, but not very settled.
Sounds like a good compromise.
If you want to go further south into the woods, we could find a place for you to be more neighbors with us. And he's one of them kind of sighed. He's just like, our people aren't always the best neighbors. You see the little gnome kind of giggle and just like, yeah, they can be pricks.
Let's do a little further out then. I like neighbors that I see sometimes.
I'm going to guess we need to go where there's good mining.
Why?
All the dwarves kind of look at you, confused.
Well, didn't the Moonfang clan do a lot of mining?
No.
And stone building?
We mostly lived in the woods, in the mountains.
I thought you told me you did a lot of like mining and stone building.
Megan, did I say we did a lot of?
Okay, well, never mind.
They were mostly hunters and gatherers with small bits of agriculture.
Okay, well then.
I don't think we said that.
Okay, fine. Then you didn't say. Fine. Let's go into the woods then.
A little retcon.
So the next morning, you all start to take off. It takes you about 2-ish weeks of travel to get down through the mountains. And with Enkai's use of animals to send messages and to look around and to scout and things, eventually you find a place. It's about, if you look on the map, I'm going to ping about here-ish. It's actually a valley between some larger hills. There's a nice natural spring that comes down from one of the mountains into the valley to make a large pond, lake, large pond, small lake, plenty of fresh water, pretty good fertile lands. A little rough though. It's definitely not as harsh of a climate as the Moonfang clan was originally used to living in, but it seems to be sort of this nice in-between compromise. And importantly, one of the things you all scout for and look for seems to be miles away from any caves that might have access to the Underdark.
Seems like it'd be important to have.
Yeah.
How far away from Windhold is this?
This would be, so if you zoom the map out, the Windhold
Right.
up there. So it's about if you're pushing it really fast, you could probably get to Windhold in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Can you mark on the map, Megan, where the...
Yes.
Or just ping on the map where the clan is looking.
Yoink.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, it almost looks like a heart.
It does. We heart of the new home.
And with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick break here. If anybody needs a quick bio break, and come over and say hi to chat. But what we are going to do is this will be the quick time jump. So we'll come over and say hello, everybody.
Well, what's up?
Hello.
Let's see. Let's go all the way back to the top.
Going up towards the top.
Oh my God, we forgot in the summary.
Oh, we totally did.
The Chipmunk Wars were ignored.
The Chipmunk Wars, yes. Well, I did gloss over and also Dabney becoming Dabney, and
Yeah,
that's true.
there's many things, and Bun Bun.
Bun Bun. Oh, yes. Looks like we did have some sweet moments there.
Yes.
Bun Bun. Oh, glad you all enjoyed the musical interlude.
Oh, Albie didn't get to become part of the Moonfang
Albie.
Albie might be an honorary member.
Well, Albie left before any of this.
That's true.
Place.
Albie's up in his cave, kind of guarding it and helping to make sure that everyone stays safe.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Oh my goodness, there's singing happening. I missed the singing.
The singing happened again, all the time. Oh my gosh. This map, by the way, that is on the screen is made by the lovely Lori B.
Hey, Lori B.
So I love it.
I will be right back. I go get a fresh Gatorade.
Yes, get some drinks.
So, in the ceremony, who would be doing the cutting? Dabney, I guess, because he was the sober one.
Well, I think Gragnold probably would have wanted to do it.
I suspect.
Not with Dawn.
Whether or not Dabney would let him.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. A good question about Dabney. So we are getting close to the end of.
Oh, yeah.
Dabney.
Of what?
Dabney.
Oh no!
Dabney.
The end of Dabney.
Oh, that's
All right.
tragic. Is there another card that says is your Hand of Dabney going to work anymore if you're not Dabney?
Well, that's just it. I actually think, and I was thinking about this over the last couple weeks. I think that at this point, there has been enough change that Immeral would adopt either name.
So
Is this just a ploy to try and keep the glove of the one and only true Dabney?
No, I mean, that's a pleasant bonus, in fact, a +3 bonus. But I really do believe that there's been enough personal growth and change since the time of Dabney.
So my question would be, is the magic that made Dabney happen, does it go away, and then do we all just not remember?
Yeah, that would.
We'll have to see, because actually 2 weeks does not quite bring us to the end of Dabney.
But I want to be. But actually, I have been thinking about this, and I think that Immeral would adopt Dabney to those he had. This would be like his war name.
Okay.
That he is adopted. And this is how he met Zanra.
Mm-hmm.
Zanra knows him as Dabney.
So I'm totally cool with that, but does everybody else actually remember why?
I know.
We'll have to. We're going to come to that because this will be summer 2.
Suddenly, Emerald's like, no, call me Dabney.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, why?
So, you guys are founding your new home 2 days before the summer equinox, and then 2 days later is when the time comes up for Dabney's spell to end. So we'll find out what happens there.
Is this going to be like Wernicke's aphasia?
Oh,
We will
good
see.
reference.
I didn't get that one.
That's like first year of undergrad.
Or am I thinking Broca's aphasia?
Broca's aphasia is about
Broca-
sound.
Broken mouth.
Yeah.
No, one's receptive, one's expressive.
broken mouth.
Thank you. So I'm talking. What's broke is aphasia.
Wernicke's aphasia is difficulty in understanding
It's
written language. That's what Gragnold has.
Thank you, Megan. Broken mouth.
Yep.
Never had a mnemonic for that.
Yeah. That was
I probably should have learned more of these.
I didn't have to take neuropsych.
No, I took in my undergrad. I was a psych undergrad, and I took a class called Computational Cognitive Neuroscience. That was my neuropsych credit. It was very complicated.
The undergrad neuropsych I took, I think, was actually harder than the neuropsych I took in grad school.
That's funny.
Yeah. Which I took that neuropsych at a community college in California, and it was really well done, and I learned a ton. The professor who taught my grad program was getting, like, every year we're like, okay, this is the year he's going to retire. We'll get a new neuropsych teacher. It'll all be better. And he just would not retire.
He's probably tenure track. He's not going to retire.
That keeps you alive for at least an additional 5 years. I mean,
Yes.
it's
For sure.
McGonagall and Dumbledore's existence.
Mm-hmm.
Tenure.
Yeah,
Neuropsych is so
tenure.
No, tenure. That's how they live so long.
Don't worry, Wandering Shrink. Neuropsych is seriously one of the most interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
If you find a good teacher, it's amazing.
Yeah, because like that teacher I had it for at a California Mesa College, she was absolutely incredible, and it was really good. But anywho, let's jump back into this. So we come back to the game, and
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat. We'll be back in a little bit.
Bye, chat.
I'll be honest with this too. I didn't know where you guys were going to go to settle. So I don't have a map or imagery for the settling. I will make one possibly next week. I don't know. I think I'm streaming Monday. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out. But you are able to find this valley, and it's a couple of days before the summer equinox. And so I would say Baron most definitely would recognize the coming of the summer. Would he have anything special to recognize the different equinoxes?
Not that I can. I feel unprepared due to my lack of nature skills to answer the question adequately.
No worries.
I wasn't a Boy Scout. I read comic books.
Well, I don't know if you were reading Mist of Avalon or something.
Can we roll for nature to see if he notices that the living is easy? And the fish are jumping, and the cotton is high.
There's no cotton here.
Okay, well, fish are jumping, and the living is easy.
Well, the tide is high, and I'm moving on.
Yes.
Wrong song!
The summer equinox comes, and at this time, after you guys have gotten down into this valley, a few of the people who said that they needed to return to their homes and stuff, they helped kind of set you guys up. So, like, in that day, you were able to kind of plan out the basics of this little like town that you're going to settle, and celebrating the summer equinox, staying up, having a bonfire through the night. A lot of the shadows and the challenges that you've been seeing and the survivors, it's not that it goes away, but having a purpose, having something that they're going towards, like this new dream, this new thing that's happening for them, seems to reinvigorate them. There's a lot less of the 1,000-yard stares that you're seeing, a lot more connection. Also, a lot of people seem to be doing better getting out of the mountains and getting away from things that would remind them of caves and being underground. And having like this large open space in this valley seems to really stick with a lot of people. Just because this will be fun. A couple of days after the summer equinox, a few of the elves have left, most of the other humans left. Things are getting set up. People are, figuring out where we might plant a few crops, looking for good trees and hunting grounds, and trying to figure out how to balance everything. You all wake up, and Gragnold's the first to kind of walk by and be like, "Morning, Immeral."
Wait, what?
Said boarding.
Wait. What's my name?
Immeral.
No. It's not Dabney.
Why would your name be? That's daft.
You've all been calling me Dabney for a month.
Enkai,
Yeah.
Immeral's acting weird. Go see him.
He always acts weird. Emerald, what's wrong now?
Wait a minute. You been call.
Gragnold asked Immeral if he wants 2 eggs or 3 eggs.
What happened to Dabney?
Who's Dabney?
Who's Dabney?
You've been all calling me Dabney for a month.
Baron, there's some problem over here.
Did he fall and hit his head last night?
I mean, he might have.
I pull out the gauntlet. Does it say Dabney on it?
Yeah?
Dabney.
Is the name of the gauntlet?
No, that's the name you've all been calling me for a month. Everybody's been calling me. It's been weird. I've been telling you my name is Immeral, and you say Dabney. It's weird.
You just asked what happened to Dabney. It's on your arm.
No, it's not on my arm.
It's right there. I can see it. It even says Dabney on it.
No, but this is the gauntlet of the one true Dabney, which I got from somebody else who went by Dabney. But I'm the real Dabney.
You're a gauntlet.
No, the name is Dabney. No.
Are there some herbs or something we can give him?
No. The name
Zandra.
is Dabney, okay?
Sandra comes over and is like, Emerald, are you alright?
Dabney.
Of course he's all right. He's invented screen printing.
Everybody was calling me Dabney.
He's been learning screen printing. You made a shirt for your gauntlet? He's putting it on. Oh, man.
So do you want us to call you Dabney now?
Strange
Hold on.
name.
I tried to punch something and see if it feels as strong.
Make an attack. What are you punching? Or who are you punching?
I'm not punching anybody. I'm gonna find like a stick or something and I try and punch through it.
Okay, go for it. Make an attack roll.
Okay, that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Is that with the +3 from the gauntlet?
Well, no, that only gives me a damage +3.
Oh, okay. Damage +3.
Yeah.
Go to punch it, and it feels 3 less than.
Immeral, how many eggs do you want?
You.
Is he okay?
You feel as though the title of Dabney is something not given, but earned.
And you've been a jerk, so you lost it.
Dabney was a jerk from the beginning.
That's true. That's true.
Look, if you like the name that much, maybe we can, call you by it for, I don't know, about a month. And it might stick.
No, you go
Just
ahead.
throwing it out there.
Somebody call me Dabney.
Why?
Somebody call me Dabney.
Dabney.
Okay, and after he does it, I try and punch that again.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit the stick.
That hits the stick. It feels like 3 less than you think it would.
Uh,
I can go gather firewood. It's not a problem.
Hold on. Actually, Oh, I haven't done this. Hold on. Let's look at the equipment. The drink of the one true Dabney. I drink the drink of the one true Dabney.
What's it do?
What does that do?
It buffs my persuasion and charisma in ridiculous ways, as long as I'm Dabney.
But you're
It
not deaf.
tastes delicious.
Immeral, I'm a little worried here. Why don't you try this? And I pull out and I hand him a potion of wonder.
Oh no!
Oh!
Okay. Chugga, 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 chugga.
All right.
It might actually be back in there somewhere.
That'd be
Oh,
so
that would
funny if
be-
you pull it again.
That would have to be like end scene. Because
Yeah.
that is.
We don't have to go if that happens.
Yeah, if that happens, all right, that's the show tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Draw 2 more cards, apply their effects.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh boy!
We're going to go from this end. And we're going to go from the middle this time. What's the first one say? Everything I touch turns into oatmeal until my next turn.
What's the second one?
I'm gonna choose for the sake of Enkai. Where is the closest large body of water?
I'd beat the lake.
How far away is it?
I'd say you guys are probably 50 feet away.
Okay. I choose the lake.
Okay.
A sperm whale falls from the sky, landing in a location of my choosing. It disappears.
And then it disappears?
A bowl of petunias falls short.
Brilliant.
Almost at him.
So as Emerald downs this potion, the vial that it was in suddenly turns to oatmeal in your hand. And you look up to the sky as you see this gigantic whale coming down and landing in the center of the lake and spreading out this humongous wave, kind of washing over the new buildings that it puts out all the cooking fires. And you then see this potted plant come falling down. And as it is about to hit the ground, all of you distinctly hear, "Oh, not again."
Yes! Douglas Adams!
Knew why it said that. I'm sure we know much more about the nature of the universe.
That was brilliant. Thank you again.
Thank you, Gem
I
Hammer.
know.
And after the whale lands, it does disappear, as does the
Oh, hail! So I turn to all of them as they see the sperm whale fall down. All hail the one true Dabney?
I think you should lie down for a bit.
What is happening?
Emerald's trying to go by another name now?
No,
I'm
I
worried about him.
I don't
says it on the
know.
gauntlet. Are you Dabney?
He made a shirt for his glove. It's really confusing.
I have a matching set. Dabney.
We can read.
Daphne now?
You all called me Dabney for a month.
I have called you nothing but Emerald.
Sorry, I thought that drink would help.
As you, also of note, like, as you pick up the shirt for a second time, it suddenly turns into a pile of oatmeal. And that's about when the effect ends.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't pick up the gauntlet.
The gauntlet of the one true oatmeal.
The oatmeal of the one true Dabney?
Oh.
The breakfast of the one true Daphne.
Now I see Immeral on a Quaker Oats box.
I guess we're having oatmeal, guys.
Don't eat my shirt!
Seems to be a lot of it.
As the next couple of weeks progress, you all, if it's okay with you guys, unless there's anything particular you wanted to do, I'll kind of narrate through the next couple weeks.
I figure we're building like houses or
Yeah, setting up some basic houses and stuff. It's nothing too complex. It is midsummer, so it's nice weather. It's easy to sleep outside. There's plenty of things around. What everyone's working on making is a couple of like larger communal houses that everyone can spend the winter in, and then like individual dwellings will kind of come as time goes by. I'd imagine Gragnold helps set up a brewery. One of the dwarves actually that came out of the Underdark as well was I gotta remember his name. I have it written down. Darden. He was a very fierce fighter, and he gets along very well with Gragnold, but he shows a new interest in brewing and learning how to brew, and works to become the brewer for the Ghostfang clan. Or for the Moonfang clan, sorry. You guys are the Ghostfang. During this time, Enkai, your sleep is often troubled. You're dreaming of the sea. And again you have that pull and that feeling of water with light seemingly coming from everywhere yet nowhere. And just again, this vision of being above the water and controlling it and seeing these large cyclones of water coming forward and pushing them down, pushing your hands out and making tidal waves appear. And just feeling all this power kind of coming into you. And about this time, one of the birds you sent off comes back and kind of lands down by your feet. It's like, that was really long. Oh. So, there were these like really big birds, and they go,
Yes, yes.
Oh, I don't like them.
Oh, they're nice.
They're really loud.
They're loud.
But one of them was able to say, like, saw a ship that kind of looked like the thing you were talking about.
And where?
It's yeah. It turns around. It kind of hops around in circles, like that direction. And you recognize it's directing you southwest.
To a place I'm familiar with? Can I like imagine like what port they're probably talking about, or?
Make a survival check.
14.
14. Yeah, that's enough. You would know that to the southwest is some more of the Elven land, and there is a port in the High Elf city that you've gone to a couple times. And mostly stopping in there for resupply and selling things.
It wouldn't be a city that was related to Captain Edric in any way, because he was a high elf.
He avoided it usually.
Okay.
You went there once with him, and that was one of the times you acted as captain.
Okay.
And he didn't want to come out and be
Right.
seen there.
Okay.
Also, towards the end of this 2-week period, after settling the city, or settling the new town, I should say, this elven woman wanders out of the forest one day and starts wandering down towards your encampment. And notices you, Baron.
Is she familiar at all?
Not at first, but as she gets closer, you see this smile break out across her face. And her form shifts slightly and gets taller and larger. And you see this soft gray fur all across her skin, nose kind of more flat and cow-like, sort of soft, floppy ears, lots of white hair braided back. You recognize a Filbrog coming towards you, and you know her as Frostbraid.
Oh, wow, that was a while ago.
I thought I thought it was a werepug.
Is that a thing?
It could be.
Very excited about that.
And she comes first. Oh, Baron.
Frostbraid?
Hi. I've been looking for you. How are you doing?
I've been well. These are my friends.
Hi.
Everyone, this is Frostbraid.
Hi. It's so nice to meet you all.
Hi, what are you?
I'm a Filbrog. It's just
We
kind of shyly.
don't ask that question.
Oh.
Start with who are you?
Oh, hi, who are you?
Thank you.
Frostbraid.
Oh, yeah, you already said that. See? I was on the right track.
We're working on manners. You have to.
How long have you been looking for me?
I've been looking for about a month. The message.
From who?
Well, I was told this by Mabel, and she heard it from Gelwyn that Gareth's looking for you.
Really? Is he well?
What we were told is, or what I understand the message to be at least, is that he wants to see you. It wasn't like a life or death type thing, but he needs to talk with you. He's from what I understand, he's in Gelwood.
How far of a travel is that?
About the distance from Charlotte to Seattle.
Oh,
So 3,000 miles.
Yep.
I feel I may need to go.
And I will say, Baron, one of the things you would know, going across land most definitely will take months. It's a little faster by sea. Quite a bit faster by sea.
We go be pirates.
This is very important. Would you be willing to accompany me? And we could maybe even travel by sea to give Enkai a little bit more of your sea legs.
Is this to Frostbraid or to everybody else?
To everybody else.
Okay. She's like, no, I'm staying in the woods.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, no, I don't go to the sea.
It has been a while. Just I'm trying to remember. That's my brother, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, and I was like, no, that was my brother. Okay.
If it was Brother Mavis, I would have already been like running with the sword somewhere. Enkai's
Immeral says to everybody, "What's a pirate's favorite letter?"
B for brother.
No.
I
I don't think that's going to make Enkai like you anymore. But it's very rare that I hear news of my brother. And if he wishes to see me...
But the first love is the sea.
I grab Baron's hand and I say to him, whatever you need.
We've shown you a bit of our world. Perhaps you can show us a bit of yours.
It's a lot different.
That's kind of what we're hoping for. As long as we wind up in Gilwood.
And Enkai, yeah, you know that journey would take a month and a half. Well, it depends on which way you go. If you were to go north, so essentially the harbor you're going to start at's over here. Gilwood's like way over here.
Okay.
So you can, and it's a whole continent. So you can either go the north way, which summertime, probably okay. Or you can go to the south, which is going to probably be clearer, but also a little bit more crowded. So it's nothing that you have to decide now, because you do have to make the trek down to where you're
right. Well, I did receive words that my ship is to the southeast. Did I write that? Southwest. I didn't write the direction. The ship is to the southwest, so if we can get there, we can secure passage.
I don't want to pressure anyone. It's been so long since I've heard from any of my family. Has to have been years. If it would not delay any of the movement of the Ghost Fang clan. Perhaps it's where we need to be next.
We get to be pirates and help you find your family?
You don't get to be a pirate, Immeral.
I get to be a pirate.
If you don't get to be a pirate, no.
Why not?
I'm gonna have to do a lot of explaining to you.
Could you maybe make him a pirate if he?
No, that's a no. That's a hard pass.
I actually find a spare cloth, like the Dabney shirt, and
the oatmeal.
The oatmeal.
Oh, that's right. It's
Sadly, eat some oatmeal.
There's a lot about.
And I put it over my head and cover one eye.
That's gonna get you killed.
That is gonna get someone else killed because I'm a pirate.
It's gonna get you killed.
Yarr!
Baron, I'm not so sure about taking that one.
Should we be pirates?
Oh God.
I'm a little unsure. I don't think I know any pirate songs.
We could make some up.
Oh, I'll just make some up.
Yes. I hear they begin with yo ho.
Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo. That's the only words I know so far.
I think if we travel together, there's less of a chance of them breaking something.
I think we need to travel together and keep an eye on them.
Enkai, do pirates get to behead things?
Oh, yes.
I'm in!
You will fit right in.
Megan, where did things land with Jocasta and stuff? Will Jocasta run the...
Yep, and Jocasta's doing a good job of getting everybody settled, helping to delegate people. And she seems to have a real... And this would be something you would know from her, is like... Logistics are her thing. Like, she's always been able to plan things out and to figure out what needs to happen and what needs to go where. And also with her, like, she was looking a little better during the journey, but helping people build a new home and building up the homes and figuring things out, like, it's just kind of brought her to life. And she had a very haunted look about her, but having this, like, it's, again, not gone, but it's lessened.
I do want to help them set up before we leave, and I could have done this in the time we had. But like a small like temple or shrine area for the wolf spirit, in the hope that we may be able to send messages back.
Okay.
They can, like, send a message through the wolf spirit to me if they need to.
Nice.
get in contact with us. I don't know if it would work. I don't necessarily have to have confirmed it's working.
Roll a d100 for me.
71.
Oh.
Okay. Good to know. All right. Yeah, it's easy enough to do. And would Enkai be willing to help with something like that?
Build a shrine to the wolf spirit?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess she's part of the clan now, so sure.
Okay, well, I was just saying with Mold Earth, like...
Oh, yeah. I was
Definitely.
thinking more because the wolf spirit isn't really my god.
Right.
Oh,
Well, like with Mold Earth... Yeah.
Definitely Mold Earth, definitely. Yeah. Anything that Baeridin needs, Enkai is there.
Well, I would say you would know, Melora, most of the different gods in these realms, it's not a just me and nobody else. It's more me above everybody else. So, like, for Melora, and like, there's certain gods that are just like more cool together, and so Melora would be. Snacks came flying in out of nowhere.
Amazing how that works.
Summon snacks.
It's a peanut butter cup of plenty.
But Melora would be okay with other nature-based gods.
Okay.
So, and also, like, it'd probably be a thing too of like you could sneak off somewhere and do a little
shell.
Little shell for her as well.
Yeah.
But
That'll definitely help as well.
Yeah. So it's what would the shrine look like?
Well, we have kind of the great room for. I actually pictured that it would be like a separate building.
Okay.
Not a very big one, like really not much bigger than like maybe like this room. Like you could fit, 4, maybe 5 people at the most in the room. Most of the time, it would just be one person, and it's really meant to be like a place to. It's almost like a confessional booth.
Okay.
But it's like a place to go to worship on your own for the wolf spirit, and then I think it would be like largely kind of a wall. I like the idea of since we have like mold earth or shapestone to have like a stone face of the wolf spirit sort of carved into like a stone backing, and then it would have some candles or lighting to help with that. But it would also have holes cut in the roof so that when the moon is out, that the moonlight comes down and illuminates the place rather than the candles. So if you're meditating or worshiping the wolf spirit at night, then you get the moonlight to light your way rather than.
Yeah. I'll say, like, in the 2 weeks that you've been settling, like, the first week or so was really focused on building, like, the essential, like, a place for everybody to sleep in case it rains. But then in the second week is when you really start this. And you're able to tell everybody the plans. And so, like, the wall with the effigy of the wolf spirit is made. The walls aren't quite completed, the roof isn't completed, but you leave like your plans, and everybody else feels good that they can do this. And this is definitely a passion project for everybody. And
I figure, in the best case scenario, there might be an opportunity to like pass a message in the event of an emergency or something like that through the wolf spirit. But if that's not the case, like it's a place to center the center the thing.
I would say too, like when we went to visit the old Moonfang clan, I remember Enkai like made flowers grow.
Yes.
So I would like to make like the same flowers that grew over there grow by this shrine.
Aww.
Yeah, like all around the shrine, these flowers grow, and it's beautiful. And as if it's okay with everybody if we end a little bit early tonight, is that okay? All right, so you guys, the Ghost Fang clan, gathers their supplies and decide takes off to head south towards the Elven lands and towards Enkai's ship in an ocean adventure. We head
You're
off.
not a pirate.
Okay,
Baeridin has taken some bark and has wrapped the bottom part of his leg.
okay. Completely out of character. I want you all to understand that I'm going totally Guybrush Threepwood on this one.
Mighty pirate.
I am Immeral, a mighty pirate.
Did I ever tell you guys, when I was in college, I did a Pirates versus Ninja party, and you could dress
Oh,
up
wow.
as known or recognizable pirates or ninjas, and I dressed up as Guybrush Threepwood
There you go.
with a rubber
Nice.
chicken and everything.
That my man.
Nice.
And I went around the party and I introduced myself as Guybrush Threepwood, Mighty Pirate, and no one recognized me.
You had the wrong friends.
And I felt so much like Guybrush Threepwood.
That's amazing. Oh, well, let's go ahead and pull a winner of our Deck of Illusion.
Oh my god! Oh, frag orders!
Whoa! 500 back. Oh my god, thank you! That's
Frag
so
orders!
amazing.
Thank you!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Also, Sven,
All the pirate jokes happening in the chat.
that's, yeah,
Oh, no.
that they spend,
Well,
pirates don't write very much because they spend too much time at sea. There's going to be so many pirate jokes over the next few weeks. It's going to be
Gonna
great.
be so many eye rolls.
They got medals. No, look at that. They got medals for being our number 1 and number 2 bits leader.
That's
Aw.
amazing. Oh my gosh. Guys,
That's awesome.
hearts, thank you so much. Like, this stuff helps the stream so much. And, like, Geeks Like Us is a complete passion project for me and trying to just celebrate geeky things. And running this game and having everybody be part of it is so much fun. So, thank you.
Holy Mother of God.
What?
Noah Deer did something.
What did Noah
What
Deer
did you do?
On the Twitters! On the Twitters! Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done.
What?
I'm done.
I'm going to Twitter.
Oh no, that's so good. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That is amazing. Take a
That's
retweet now.
awesome.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Skullman, that was nice.
So nice of you.
There was so much love today in this game.
This is great.
Aw.
Oh my god. Wow. That was fun.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Yeah, I had no idea. I knew you guys were going to head towards sea, but like I wasn't quite sure how we were getting there. So it's
It's
absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh.
Last.
For the pirate jokes, there is going to be so many.
I'm just really, I don't know if who all saw the
Skyman, thank you.
the episode that Megan and I did of the backstory, because I'm just hoping that like Dabney, Immeral shows up and like Ro and like the Swedish chef and like
Yes.
everybody is there and they're just like not having it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a Swedish chef?
There's a
Yes,
Swedish
close
chef.
the giveaway. Yep, go ahead, close the giveaway. We can draw the... I forgot
He's
to
the chef on the boat.
Yeah. Burger burger.
Yep. That was him, yeah.
Yeah. Longer Hokum. You have one deck of illusion. Please message us with address.
Longer Hokum!
There's, in case you missed it at the beginning, there is a curing process that happens for the shipping of products.
It takes some time.
It takes some time. So the Geeks Like Us shipping department is me, and I'm terrible. I need to fire me from the shipping department, but
Tenure.
you know, yeah.
Is Longer Hokum in the stream still?
I think so.
Yeah. He said
I'm in Longer Hokum.
Longer Hokum. Yes, it does need to be age 6 months.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to try, I think... Well, actually, I might have time to get to the post office tomorrow. So if you are able to send your address, I might be able to get this off tomorrow.
That's
Longer
ridiculous.
does not look
'Cause-
like they're in the stream.
Are they not in the...
Aw.
Oh. So, yeah, let's do it again. It does need to be somebody in the stream. So we have 14
All
people
right.
here. So someone...
Go win.
Who's going to be it? Oh, Mikhailad!
You can't let it
Mikhail's
Okay.
here! Yes! You will get the beautiful deck of illusion.
A wheel.
There you are.
Yay.
All
Send that along. I also have to send a prize for the bingo for PAX West. I need to figure out the prize for that.
Oh, yeah.
There will be one. I don't know what it's going to be. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. Oh, and those who have stayed till the very, very end. So in case you missed last week's announcement, there is going to be a secondary game of Clinical Role DM'd by Jared Kilmer. We announced that Elizabeth Kilmer will be one of the cast members. And the Kill Squad. And I have also gotten permission to say another cast member's name tonight. One, Sarah Sawyer.
Oh.
Dr. Sarah. She's awesome and amazing.
She is.
And yeah,
She's wonderful.
excited to hear what character she builds. So it's...
You're gonna get slapped for
With dessert.
Oh, why did Roll20 froze on me? Oh no. Oh well.
Is Megan
Pterodactyl in the chat.
Pterodactyl?
She's the content manager for Take This
Yes.
as well.
We're
And
taking
she is
over
one of the players on Thumpence on Thursdays.
Yes,
So
she
you
does
can see her
Thumpence.
there.
Yep.
Megan, is the other campaign going to be linked to this campaign at all?
I do believe it will be.
Oh, sweet.
So there could be crossovers.
Crossovers!
Yep. Yeah, Jared and I have been talking a lot, and yeah, we've got some cool ideas of... There's parts of world building that are more, and storytelling that are more his thing, that they're not mine, and so his games will be doing those, I think. So,
Cool.
Woo!
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Oh, organic artist. I don't recognize your name from the chat.
Hello.
hello!
Hello. Well,
Welcome!
Yes. Woo!
and who?
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, we will sign it off there. Next week, there'll be a stream of some kind. If I don't think Kill Squad's going to be ready to do much. We might have a Kill Squad type thing of maybe talking a little bit about what we're doing. I haven't really talked about that with Jared yet, so I don't know. But for sure, I'll be streaming at least Flowscape, probably building out this valley. Because Flowscape has had some amazing updates. Seriously, if you run games and you like the idea of building maps and building areas, it is such a fun program, and it's ridiculously inexpensive. It's actually gone up in price to $15 on Steam, but 100% worth it. They have unicorns now, and the unicorns have rainbow sparkles that fall around them.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, and they have they have this ability to populate animals in the scenery, and one of the animals you can populate in is kittens. So anytime I'm trying to do Flowscape now, my girls come in and are like, "Mommy, make all the kittens."
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But anyway, guys, we are going to sign off so those of us on the East Coast can get some rest. And take care, and I'll see you all next week for a stream, and come back Thursday for Thumpence.
All right.
Bye, everybody!
Bye, everyone!